Good morning. This is Gladys DiSavino, Realtor at Keller Williams. I'm here in the studio in Clarks Summit, and this video is for anyone that's looking to buy in 2022. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Keller Williams Corporate for investing in this studio, and of course to Dan Taylor for giving me this opportunity to learn the software for our agents. This studio hopefully will be used by many of our agents to sell homes. So now for what you really want to hear, I'm going to be talking to Angelo and Brooke, the A-team from Guild Mortgage. Hey guys.
Hey Gladys, thanks for having us today. We're really happy to be here to talk about getting pre-approved in 2022. I'm Angelo with Guild Mortgage.
And I'm Brooke.
And we are going to go through some steps today that you can take to make sure you're ready to buy in 2022. 2021 was a crazy market. We expect 2022 to be similar. Property's going real fast. So you want to have your ducks in a row. You want to be ready to go and ready to get that offer in when the time comes. So let's get right into the steps you're going to need to take. The first step, get us your information. Easiest step out of all of it, we have a website set up, angeloateam.com, where you can go on, enter all of your information, and get it to us. When you do this, don't worry if there's a couple questions here or there you're not sure how to answer, because once we download your information and review it, we will call you and we could fix anything we need to fix at that point. The key is to just get us the information. We want to know how long you've been at your job, where your social, your birth date, all that information you would get from any normal application. And then we will get that, call you, go over everything, and make sure that everybody's on the same page and that we all know what the plan is going forward to make this happen.
Yeah, so going into step 2, once you submit your application, we get notified on our end. We'll call you and we'll go over everything like Angelo mentioned. Some of the things that we're going to talk about, I'm just going to briefly talk about a few of those. One, we're going to be looking at your credit history. So if you could have amazing credit or you could have not so amazing credit. And if you have the not so amazing credit, if you have like a bankruptcy or foreclosure or anything like that, there are still programs that can fit exactly where you're at with your credit history. So that's one thing that we'll look at. Another thing that we'll look at is called your debt to income ratio. So this maybe sounds a little scary, but it's a very, very simple equation. You just take your monthly debts and you divide them by your monthly income, and that will give you your debt to income ratio. So we use this ratio a lot to figure out what housing payment you can afford. And if you're not a math person, that's okay, because we are math people and we will figure this out for you and help you every step of the way with that. One last thing that I'm going to briefly mention is your cash needed to close. So we, ask you where the money is coming from. Is it going to be from a parent? Is it going to be money sitting in your bank account? Or is it going to be, maybe cash you have at home? All these things are going to be really important to talk about with you so that we have a good game plan for when you actually want to submit an offer and get the ball rolling with that. So after we have this important conversation with you, we will send you out a pre-approval, and here's Angelo with the next step.
Yeah, and just to touch on that a little bit, there are guidelines we need to follow. We will guide you through all of that. That's why you want to call us and talk to us. Always, that's the best recommendation we could give, is to talk to a real person. Ask the questions. Have them ask you the questions. If you don't do that, you're missing out. You want to make sure this is going to get to the closing table. That's what we make sure of. So your third step is really to start shopping for your home. Having a realtor is really important. Get a realtor involved. The realtor will help you find the right property in the right area that you're looking for. If you try to do it yourself, by the time you find that property, by the time you see it, it's probably going to be gone already. So it's going to be very, very important to use a realtor. Depending on where you're buying, that can have a big effect on everything too. So, get a realtor involved. Make sure they are helping you throughout the process. Depending on the city that you're buying in, depending on the taxes, that could change some of the information we give you. So that realtor will know to keep us in the loop on that, and you should also be communicating to us too. Are you buying a property? You buy a property for $200,000 and the taxes on one property are $2,000 and on the other one are $4,500, that's going to make a big difference, obviously, in your payment, but your money to close too. So as you're shopping for your home, work with your realtor, work with us, keep us in the loop, and make sure that we are all on the same page and there's not going to be any surprises as far as your payment goes or how much money you're going to need to close. So we try to make that as easy and stress-free as possible so that when you get your final number, the date, right before closing, and we tell you this is how much money you're going to need, you are okay with that. We even try to estimate a little high. That way at the end you're, happy and not getting a number that's a little higher than what you thought. So we really try to do that and make sure you're comfortable, everything goes smoothly. And, that's our goal, is to walk you through this and make sure that you're happy, everything goes through smoothly, your realtor we stay in touch with, and, everybody's happy at the end, and we make this a good experience for you. So, what happens after that, Brooke?
Yeah, so once you submit an offer and once your offer is accepted, 99.9% of the time, your realtor is going to send us your contract. Just in case, make sure that we get this contract so we can start this loan process for you. And we'll work with you from that and guide you every step of the way. So that's the final step. Just make sure we get that contract, and that's about it. So just to wrap up here, thank you everyone if you've made it this far with watching us. Thank you for watching us. Thank you so much, Gladys, for having us in the studio today. It's been great to be here in the KW studio. And if you want to learn more or have any questions for us at all, our link is in the description. So go ahead and head there and contact us for anything. We look forward to working with everybody and have a great holiday.
Have a great holiday season, and thanks a lot.
Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. If you are looking to buy or sell a home in 2022, you can call any of our agents at Keller Williams Clark Summit. Thank you.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me